Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and blessings to the elect out there that's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. Alright, this lesson is going to be a quick lesson entitled, 2021 will not be your year. Unless of course, you have you're part of the elect and the 1/3 of Israel, then a 2021 is going to be an exciting year. But as for the wicked 2/3 of Israel and these heathen nations, no, 2021 will not be your year. All right, because that people of the world, they got high hopes for 2021 because of how uh, shitty it has been to them, during 2020. All right, and I'm going to start by reading Isaiah 24. I'm going to start at 10. It says, "The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened, and mirth of the land is gone." All right, and that city of confusion, that's what Babylon, represents. That's what Babylon means. All right, Babylon means confusion. All right, and modern day Babylon is America. All right, and you see it, everywhere you go. America is falling, man, and it's been on a decline since really like the 70s. All right, it says every house is shut up that no man may come in. All right. It says there is a crying for wine in the streets, and that the every house is shut up that no man may come in. Uh, uh, that's a prophecy of these shutdowns, man. Or lockdowns, travel bans. You can expect more of those to come, right? Because that's also talked about in Second Ezra's. Hold on, slack you. Yeah, this is Second Ezra's 15 and 17. It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." All right. Let me start up a bit. It says, I'll start at 14. Let me get rid of this. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." All right, and woe means destruction. "For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men." All right, when you break down that word sedition, it means conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch. And when the first lockdowns happened, you had, where was that? It was where was that? I want to say Minnesota. I know it's somewhere up there in the Midwest. Um, but they overtook um, a government building pretty much, for lack of better words. I forget what it's called, but it was Edomites, going in there with their guns. Uh, and they're like, "Hey, we need to open up the economy. Like, this isn't, we got enough healthy people to stay working. Like, why does all these businesses need to shut down?" Um, but sedition among men, people inciting rebellion and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Meaning, all these different mandates that, these politicians and governors are putting forth. Hey, people are not going to regard them, all right? This is a prophecy of what's going to happen. There's going to be, more businesses being told to shut down, but People are still gonna, find a back end way to, go on about their lives, and their actions are gonna stand in their power. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Talking about those travel bans, right? You got to have certain criteria to go into a city, and that criteria is going to be a chip, right? The mark of the beast. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, right? A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Yeah, man. It's gonna get bad out here. You know, you're gonna have a shortage of food. All right, that's what famine is, lack of bread, and because of it, yeah, people are gonna resort to do bad things, man. Because they don't have faith in the Most High. They have faith in those weapons, and they have faith in their neighbor's goods. So they're gonna invade their neighbor's goods with that weapon. All right. Let's go back to Isaiah 24 and verse 11. It says, "There is a crying for wine in the streets." Right, and wine represents the knowledge of the scriptures. People are trying to understand what's going on. All joy is darkened, and mirth of the land is gone. You know, isn't that the right when the COVID lockdown started going on? Wasn't there an increase in depression, an increase in drinks? Alcohol and weed. The mirth of the land is gone. Hasn't sports been shit? Netflix series been shit? Motherfuckers are just watching reruns now, man. No good movies are coming out. No good shows are coming out. You know how many times I get asked for Netflix recommendations from Jake at the job. Ain't nothing good on that motherfucker anymore. It says, "And the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction." It says, "When thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there shall be as the shaking of an olive tree, and as the gleaning grapes when the vintage is done. They shall lift up their voices, and they shall sing for the majesty of the Lord. They shall cry aloud from the sea." But yeah, the point is that, hey, all joy is darkened, and the mirth of the land is gone, man. And it's not bouncing back. This is Jeremiah 51 and 9. It says, "We would have healed Babylon, or the city of confusion." City of confusion. "But she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies." Hey, and if believe it or not, but hey, people that uh, um, have just used America for business strictly, they're leaving this place. Even countries. I remember I was watching the Hawaii brothers. They were doing a video on the Asian trade deal, and America wasn't a part of it. You know, so America is being left in the dust, man. And it says, "For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, is lifted up even to the skies. The Lord hath brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord our power. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, for his device is against Babylon, and the Medes are Russians. For his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple." All right, and those arrows, those bright arrows, are those thermonuclear missiles, because that's the final judgment that's gonna take place on the earth. All right, is that nuclear warfare. That's how you know it's not gonna bounce back, man. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." And that's one of Esau's biggest devices, man, is lying and saying, "Hey, everything's gonna be all right. Oh, it's just 2 weeks. I was just wearing masks. Oh, it's just a curfew. Oh, it's just it's just a vaccine. Oh, we got a secondary vaccine if you want to take that. Oh, it's just a microchip. Oh, it's just one little war. Oh, it's World War III." you know? Hey, man, like, you can't trust this devil. Because, hey, like the scriptures say, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. As travail upon a woman with child, they shall not escape." It says, "But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness." Right? Because, hey, we're not ignorant to Satan's devices. When Esau says something, we know his ass is lying. when when somebody that finally took the vaccine on live TV, that Chattanooga nurse that was from Alabama, fainted on live TV, and red flags were raised. We're like, hold up. But then Esau comes out and said that she has a condition of whenever she feels pain she faints, and then that rocked Jake back to sleep, being like, oh, she had a condition, so the vaccine's fine. They're gonna start lining up to take the vaccine. Esau rocked him back to sleep. Like 6, it says, "Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober." So we're still keeping an eye out for that vaccine. We ain't taking that shit. "For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night." But yeah, the point is, Esau is going to say peace and safety this, peace and safety that. You're going to have peace and safety with these lockdowns. You're going to have peace and safety if you wear your mask. You're going to have peace and safety if you take the vaccine. But what has come from it, man? Destruction. The economy is in the trash. People are developing breathing problems because they wear the mask all the damn time. Getting breakouts on their face. And now people are saying, all sorts of symptoms. I think the actual coronavirus survival rate is higher than the vaccine. So, hey, man, hey, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Let's just say that. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and 11, it says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, those that look out of the windows be darkened." All right, so this is another. I'll start at 1 actually. Ecclesiastes 12:1, it says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not." And that's what the elect spirit that is in, man. We searched out Yahweh Bashim Al Shai from the get go, man. While before all these evil days have come on us, and they're gonna get worse. It says, "Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them." Because you got a lot of people that are in that do as thou wilt spirit. Just trying to live it up for the moment. YOLO, you only live once. And then, after they have their little pleasures and party and bullshit, and then they get up in age, that's when they want to, return to the Lord. Or, they party and bullshit until they get served their consequences for their actions. They get put in jail or something, or, they get caught up in an act and, get, get injured or something, or get really sick. They're like, damn, alright, now that I'm in a fucked up position, now I'll start looking for the Lord. No, it says, remember thy Creator in the days of thy youth, before the evil days come. And it says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. All right, so and that's what's going on now, man. The grinders cease because they are few. Those that look out of the windows be darkened, and that represents looking out of the window, meaning looking into the future. The future is darkened, man. People don't have hope, nor should they. All right, the only hope that anyone should have is should be in Yahweh Bashem Al Shah. And if it's not, then it's false hope. All right. It says, "And the doors shall be shut in the streets, when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low." All the doors being shut up in the streets. That's all these little small businesses being shut down. When the sound of the grinding is low, the grinding, that's that work, putting in that work, man. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of the music shall be brought low. The daughters of music, meaning these entertainers. All right, that's where you get the word amusement from, is music. All right, they're brought low, man. Like I was saying earlier, Netflix is trash, Hulu's trash, Disney Plus is trash. No new movies coming out, and if they are, then they suck. All the songs that come out suck. Even these NFL, MLB sucks. It says, "And the doors shall be shut in the streets." When the sound, or I just read that, it's like verse 5. "Also when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets." But yeah, the point was, daughters of music being brought low, the sound of grinding is low, doors shall be shut in the streets. 2021 isn't looking too good, man. If you have any sense of prophecy, if you have any understanding of prophecy, 2021, hey, it's gonna be dark times, man. And if you don't have the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Al Shai on you, hey, you're not making it through. All right. Matter of fact, I'll end it with this. Isaiah 33:6. "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh Bashem Al Shai is his treasure." All right. So we fear, the Most High, rather than, what Esau mandates. All right. So we're gonna put our trust in Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, because we understand that, all these lockdowns, all this missile talk and all this wars and rumors of wars, it's part of prophecy. It's just another thing that has to come to pass. We're not scared of the mark of the beast, because we have trust in Yahweh Shem Shai. We know that the mark of the beast is going to be mandated. But we believe in a higher power than Esau, man. We believe in a power that controls him and that protects us. And that gives us stability, and that's going to be the strength of our salvation. Alright? So yeah, 2021 is going to be hell to most. Hey, but for the elect, it's going to be groovy, man. Matter of fact, my servants shall eat. This is Isaiah 65:13. It says, Therefore thus saith the Lord power, Behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, and ye shall be ashamed. So there you have it. You know, all these evils are prophesied to happen to the wicked. You know, now we're going to have to be in the midst of it. But, hey, for the most part, hey, the elect are going to be all right. You know, we're going to make it through those trials. Verse 14, Behold, my servant shall sing for a joy of heart. And we do, man. Hey, when the lockdown happened and, you know, the coronavirus was being of news, hey, we're singing, you know, for joy of heart. We're call on La Yahweh Shem Shai. More prophecies coming to pass. He says, But ye shall cry for sorrow of heart. Right? Meaning the wicked that still have hope in this world and don't have any hope in Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, the ones that still have ambitions to be the next American Idol, so to speak. You know, they're crying right now. Even the even the celebrities in this society, they're crying right now because they can't go on tour. Their money's being shortened. It says, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. But yeah, man, that's the point. So with that, hope this video was edifying to the elect. You know, once again, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Shalom.